The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Jaguars going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dante Fowler in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque. Yeah,
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McGuire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go!
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll set up to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They run the counter now on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw here. It's caught. It's Stewart. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He goes underneath for Yeldon, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now, as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going, but boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers, neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Jags. 53 yards.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Fournette on the counter, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
And a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Fournette running right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
They'll run with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Black round, black round, black round, black round. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. 1, 9. 1, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Stewart. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 32 that time.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Detroit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes out.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards.
Here we go.
Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go. Flag 38. Here we go. Flag 38. Flag 38.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So out now come the Jets. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Set.
throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.